Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the glitched cards coming tomorrow in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM, including Pink Diamond Draymond Green at point guard, because that is something that we definitely needed, was a incredible defensive point guard, because this game needs more defense and less offense, of course. Yes, I'm sorry. No need to really complain. This is a fun drop. Draymond will be interesting, and there's a very good chance he's the best point guard in the game. At very minimum, I think he will be top 3. And we'll discuss why that is as this video progresses. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. We're trying to hit that by the end of the month of February, which means we have to average about 60 subscribers a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe to help me push towards that mark. Now, without further ado, let's hop right into it. Let's discuss this set dropping tomorrow. Draymond, Peja at small forward, power forward, Isaac Okoro at shooting guard, small forward, and Marcin Gortat at center, power forward. So, looks as though, assuming that Draymond is the only, are they assuming that these are the only 4 cards in the set, which I assume they are. Draymond is the only one of these that is a positional glitch. It'll be interesting to see if he is statistically glitched as well. The question with Draymond, in all honesty, is really going to be, is he glitched in terms of his shooting ability? Because I could see him being glitched shooting-wise. The thing about Draymond is his release is admittedly not that good, and it's also on slow. So if this point guard Draymond has his release on slow, he's going to be really baited in terms of his shooting ability compared to other top point guards, like, for example, Oscar Robertson. At the same time, Amin Thompson, in my opinion, was the best point guard in the game before Oscar, and Amin doesn't have exactly a great release either. It's faster, but it's also kind of an ugly, hitchy release and not incredibly good. So I could see a world in which Draymond is like the second best point guard in the game behind Oscar if he doesn't have glitched offensive ability. The real question is, are we going to start to see, say, SIGs or animations change? The answer is probably not, but who knows? If they do, then Draymond will be very good, I'm sure. The question really also is, are they going to speed his release up to at least normal? Like, if it's still on slow tomorrow when we load up the DB, I honestly might even be, I don't know if I'd say I'd be surprised or not, because they haven't been changing animations, but if he's on slow at point guard, I'd be surprised. I'll be interested to see how he's glitched statistically, or if he is at all, hoping that he's not just Pink Diamond Draymond from last year, except at the point guard position, in which case, like, he's going to be good, but I wanted to have some sort of offensive ability. The thing about Draymond is this card came out in Season 2 last year. He will be better statistically than this Draymond is, because this card came out in October. He'll be a lot better statistically than this Draymond is. He'll probably be closer to this Playoffs 97 Draymond, which came out in April. He won't be this good, but I assume he'll have 90 speed, 80 something around there, close to 93 ball probably. The question is, will he be glitched as a three-point shooter? Will he have badges? How is he going to be in terms of his badges? I assume every badge will be upgradable on him, which will be a plus, that only Oscar Robertson also has the point guard position among the elite of the elite at the point guard position right now. I think that's something that's going to continue to become more popular. But I could see a world in which Draymond is the best point guard in the game, and I could also see a world in which he's the third best point guard in the game. I think he will almost certainly be top 3 simply because of his size and his defense, regardless of how good he is offensively. But if he has a good offensive card, he will be, with like a decent release and stuff, with the sped up animations, he will be a dog. If not, then he will probably be the second best point guard in the game behind Oscar, because Oscar is really good and has nice offensive animations as well. Now, Peja Stojakovic, I'm hoping he's defense glitched. I don't think he will be. I think he will be athleticism glitched, but I hope he's defense glitched, because the thing is, Peja, he's going to be an incredible shooter, and he has an awesome release. Like, even his Amethyst was an insanely great shooter with an awesome release. The question is, will he be able to defend? Because he's 6'10" and he has a really good release. If he can actually kind of if he can defend pretty well and he has decent speed, he'll be really good. But the question is he going to be able to defend? How is his speed going to be? Or is he going to be like that Dirk Nowitzki that we got a couple weeks ago that got an Evo that literally only gives him dunking ability? Because if he's similar to this Dirk, I mean, obviously he'll be better statistically than this Dirk, but if he like basically only is what a normal Diamond Peja Stojakovic would look like, but with extra dunking ability, like, that's not exactly what you're looking for. Because we can look at this trophy case page last year. Pink Diamond, 80 speed. I mean, if he's this card with 95 driving and standing dunk, he's still not that great, in all honesty. If he's this card on the defensive end of the court, and he's this card as a shooter, and then he's not as athletic, I would be cool with that if he was glitched defensively, and he had really good defense. We'll see. I hope he's more so glitched defensively than glitched as a slasher, but we'll see. I assume it'll probably be dunking. Marcin Gortat, his will almost certainly be shooting, I would think at least. I'm not even sure if Marcin Gortat has a card in 2K. He does not in 2K24. He did in 2K23. He had a pink diamond. I do remember this card vaguely, actually. Steven Adams release on slow. Yikes. Okay, well, if he has a release on slow, that's not going to be great. My guess is he will have close to a 93 ball in like silver limitless, though. He'll be a pretty good shooter. Defensively, he should be very solid as a screen setter. Hopefully, he'll have Hoff anchor. We'll see. Probably only gold would be my guess. I guess he has Hoff brick wall, Hoff box up, Easter post lockdown, and one other Hoff with some decent shooting ability, gold shooting badges. Maybe he'll have Hoff catch and shoot. I could see that being one of his Hoffs or something instead because he's a glitched card, but I'm sure his glitched ability will definitely be shooting. The question is, will he have enough speed and be a versatile enough defender to actually be justifiable as a good center, and also with his release be decent? It's going to be an interesting question. Now, Isaac Okoro. There's a bunch of good budget shooting guards, Peyton Watson, Julian Strawther, Caleb Houston, but at the same time, I think Isaac Okoro could be really, really good. Obviously, he hasn't gotten a card this year, but last year his release was really, really nice. If he's got a good release like last year, he'll be really good, because last year his card that evoed was really nice. It was this card that evoed to Ruby, and it got shooting boosts. It was a New Year's resolution card that got shooting boosts with its evo. So he had 87 3-ball, a bunch of great shooting badges, in addition to already being a very good defender. He could be a really, really good defensive too, who also can shoot the ball at a very high level, and that could be a really nice card. It'll be interesting to see if he has like speed booster handles for days, how good of a slasher he is. I assume he'll be like a 90 driving dunk or something. So I would think he'll be pretty good. We'll see how great, but I assume he'll be a very, very solid card. One of the better Ruby shooting guards in the game, but also Strawther and Houston are both very good, as is that Amethyst Peyton Watson. So a lot of good budget shooting guards, but he could be another one. It'll be interesting to see how good Okoro and Gortat are as budget cards. And then Peja and Draymond, will they be top tier options? It's all going to depend on what is glitched about them and how good they really are, as well as for Draymond especially how his animations are, because if his release is still on slow, I think at best he's the second best point guard in the game, and his offensive limitations will matter to a certain extent, at least if he is that. At the same time, I'm excited about this drop. I think it's a good drop, and I'm excited to see what tomorrow's content looks like. Obviously excited to make gameplay on it as well, all that type of stuff. You know, I'll come up with tons of videos. There will also be another Amethyst Path to All-Star player tomorrow, as well as 2 more on Wednesday and Thursday, so keep an eye on that. Make sure you're staying caught up on that. I may make videos on that player as well if it is worth doing, just like I did today with Kenneth Fareed. So, hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.